am so excited to tell you about something. So, I have been losing weight, and I have not been able to lose weight for years. Like, my body has been completely stuck, and I've been so frustrated. I feel like I've tried everything, and I have just been so sick of seeing all these programs on Instagram and on YouTube and all these things, all these ways. If you only pay a certain subscription a month, and then you get the information that's super secretive, and you have to pay for everything, and it's just like, it's been so annoying to me. So I know it's silly, but it has been really annoying, and I've just been like, I don't even know if it's going to work for me once I pay for it, you know what I mean? So I've been like hesitant to move forward with any program or do anything. Well, I said a prayer. I asked God for his help, and I was like, what should I do? My body feels stuck. It's like everything I do doesn't do anything to heal it. I started getting rashes all up and down my side, like all up and down the side of my body. And I started having to go to the hospital and get like a steroid shot to be able to deal with it. And I was like, this is not okay. I can't live like this. I have to do something. And I wanted to be able to lose weight, and I just felt so inflamed all the time, and I was frustrated. So anyway, when I prayed, the coolest thing happened. I was on Instagram, and I was just that prayer of frustration, and said, what should I do for my health? And then I kind of just let it go. Then this video popped up, and it was this guy talking about if he had cancer, the very first, most powerful thing he could possibly do to help heal his body would be to go on a 10-day fast. And then, after that, he would eat like one meal a day for like 5 days, or for 3 days or something. And then he'd go on like a 3-day fast after that. Oh, water fast, sorry. These are with water and electrolytes. Potassium, magnesium, sodium, so all salt, right? I think that's what it is. Anyway, yeah, so he would go on these water fasts, and then he said that would be the single most powerful thing you could possibly do to heal your body. And I was like, whoa, that's kind of like a really direct answer for what I'm asking, because I knew that there was something wrong with my body, and I felt very much like I don't know what to do, and I feel like I'm going downhill. And like little things were starting to hurt, and all my body was just screaming at me like, heal me, help me, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I hate this. And I know it's not politically correct probably to want to be skinny, but I do. I want to be skinny. Why? Because I have experienced it, and it is less painful. It's less painful emotionally, mentally, and physically, and spiritually, all the ways, because you are literally inflamed and in pain when you are bigger. And so anyway, I decided that that's what I wanted to do. So I started looking up every single thing I could possibly look up about fasting. And I found this really amazing book specifically for women. So if you're a man, then you're lucky because you don't have it as complicated as women. But apparently, women, you know, we have a 28-day hormonal cycle. Men have a 24-hour hormonal cycle. And so they can lose weight easier. I've always wondered, why is it that Michael only has to think about losing weight and he loses like 10 pounds? And it's so frustrating, because if I want to lose 10 pounds, I have to do all this stuff, you know, watch my calories, count my macros, exercise every day, do all this stuff. Anyway, so there's this book specifically for women, and it's called Fast Like a Girl. And in that book, it talks about how it is different for women to fast than men, and how we can get into we can tune it to our cycle, our monthly cycle, and like you don't fast the week before your period, because you have different hormones that want different things, and if you feed your hormones, then it will like give your hormones exactly what they need in order to like thrive. So progesterone is getting built up right before, like the week before your period, and so you don't want to usually, what do you crave the week before your period? Carbs. You want like higher carb foods. So and then, like she said, if you take all your hormones, so the author of the book, Mindy Pelz, she says if you take all your hormones out to dinner, they will all order something different. So progesterone wants carbs, estrogen wants keto, like meats and fats, you know, proteins and fats. And so anyway, it's like it all depends on what time of the month, what you should feed yourself. And it just makes so much sense to me, because there's been times where I've been like, why does it work now but it doesn't work then? And you can even train your metabolism to almost be immune to losing weight if you don't flip your metabolic switch. So it's like by fasting and by varying the lengths of your fast, you can switch your metabolism to be in a fat burning state. It's like incredible. And that is not even talking about autophagy. Autophagy is like this incredible tool that we have that hardly anybody ever even figures out that they have, because they don't fast. But autophagy is really cool. What it is when you stop putting food in your body, it stops using digestion. And when the digestion stops, all of the energy that your body would have put towards digestion, it puts towards autophagy, which is your cells in your body turn in and take a good look at itself and go, okay, what cells are sick and what cells are not? Let's kill off the dead cells and clean up the house, basically. And so they go around and they kill all the bad bacteria and the bad cells, all the zombie cells is what they call them or whatever sometimes. And all of that gets cleaned up, and then they go and your body starts to heal from all these things that have kept you sick for such a long time. Especially if you've ever had antibiotics. If you've ever had antibiotics and you've never done a fast, I think you are missing out on one of the best health tools you could possibly have, because antibiotics come in to your gut and your gut microbiome, wipe out all of the good bacteria and bad bacteria. But then if you don't replenish it with like probiotics and prebiotics and polyphenol foods, then you can literally get all of your bad bacteria right back, and then you start getting yeast infections, and then you start getting all of these health problems because your gut is so thrown off by all of the antibiotics that were in there. So it's like this it's crazy. Like, I'm like, wow, this is so cool, because now it's like I have this awesome tool that can help clean out these things. Autophagy. Sorry, let me tell you about autophagy. When you go into autophagy because of fasting, especially with the longer fasts, guess what it does? It kills off the bad bacteria without killing the good bacteria. So it's like an opposite of what antibiotics do. So your body can replenish all and reset your gut so that you can heal. It's like so awesome. It's so awesome. So also, I want to tell you, I started out at almost 160. At one point, sorry, my water, I don't want to spill my water. At one point, I was 160, and I was so frustrated because I felt like it always happened right after I tried to like lose weight and do a fast, or not do a fast, but exercise and eat all the right foods. And then suddenly I would be like, how come I have gained weight instead of lost weight? And it was because of the stress that I was putting my body through. It was like the wrong time of the month that I was doing it, or it was just I wasn't doing it right. I feel so happy. But I have gone from 160 down to 144, and that's in like 2 months. That's a lot of weight. That is a lot of weight for 2 months. And I haven't been going to the gym every single day. I've exercised probably once, maybe twice a week, and that was like 5-minute workouts on 7-minute workouts on the 7-minute workout app. And the rest of the time I'm just trying to eat pretty healthy. Like, but I've also not eaten healthy during that time. And it is crazy because you can, if you wanted to. If you didn't want to change anything about the food that you ate and you just wanted to lose weight, then do fasting. And it will be slower than the results that I'm getting because I'm also eating healthy. But if you still wanted to just not change anything about the kind of food that you eat and you wanted to just fast, except for breaking your fast, you have to be careful because it can make you have diarrhea. It can make you sick if you don't break it with the right kind of food. But anyway, it is so cool. I just feel like I have life again in my body, and I am so happy. I am so happy because you know what? God's ways are always better than our ways. They just are. And one of the best things about this that gives me the most hope and just feels so right to me is that fasting is free. And when God gives things, he's not like, pay up, give me money. He's like an abundance. There's always an abundance, and he's so giving. And like when we turn to him, it's not like he's withholding all of these things. It's like he's giving us what we can handle and as much as he can at that time. And that's how I feel right now. I'm like, he has just blessed me with giving me life again, and I feel so good, and I am like so excited, and it makes me want to tell everybody about it. There are stories that are insane about this. Like, there are people who can't have kids and who start her, like Mindy Pelz, Fast Like a Girl, that's what it's called, and Mindy Pelz, P-E-L-Z, that's her name, that's her book, Fast Like a Girl. And when she does it, like, if you follow everything that she studied and do it the way that she says, people start getting pregnant and they start healing from things that are unhealable. It's like, almost like God's ways are better than our ways. And he knows more than we do. And it's just really cool because he's made it feels like a cheat code to life. Where, yeah, we mess up, but it's okay. Like, just keep going, keep trying. And here's an awesome tool that's like gonna help you to get to a point where you'll be fine. Watch. In a couple of months, I'm gonna be really skinny. Why? Because this is the easiest, most addictive way I've ever found to lose weight. And I'm really happy. And it's free. And anybody can do it. And you don't have to pay me money to get the free secrets, to get the secrets. It's free. That's why it's not very popular, because nobody can make money off of it. But I care enough, and I've had so many of my friends that have come up to me. One of them can't have kids. Multiple of them actually can't have kids, and they can't figure out what's wrong, and they feel like it's their fault, and it's not their fault. It's like so many of these things were just, in fact, here's a crazy thing about it. Your gut microbiome is the thing that craves for you. So if you give it junk food, it won't stop asking for it. It will be like, please, 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 I want it. And it will scream for that food in your body. You can heal it to a point where it will crave vegetables and fruits and not be that interested in, I mean, yes, brownies are always going to be good, but it won't be like, I'm dying for it, I have to have it. It will be like, oh, brownies are over there, but I think I want some vegetables, or I think I want some fruits. Trust me, I know it sounds crazy. Okay, you're like, no, probably not gonna have it, but no. And you can become addicted to fasting, and I think that's where I'm at right now, because I'm like, this is the best thing I've ever experienced. Like, I'm getting the results I want. When I fast on a long fast, I lose 1 pound a day, and then they take breaks in between, and then it's like, it is so good. It is so good. And then I don't know. I mean, you cannot lose 30. I don't think you can lose 30 pounds in a month, but possibly. I've seen for men, it's definitely more possible than for women, because we have to reset with our cycle and take some time off. So anyway, I know, I'm just getting all nerdy about it, but I love it and I'm so excited about it, and I just want to share it with everybody because I feel like if there's even one person, even one, that is serious enough about finding something that could actually heal their body and get them to a point where they could do all the things they wanted to do, either lose weight or heal from this, like the sicknesses that I had that no doctor was able to even tell me what to do. And I was having tons of problems with my period and being highly emotional and almost perimenopausal. I told that to the doctor. They literally laughed at me, and I was like, no, I know what I'm researching this. I'm not just coming out of nowhere. And they just said, go get birth control. And I'm not feeling good about that. I don't want to just throw medications at it. It didn't feel right to me. And so, and not that there's not times where that's not right. Oh, diabetes, by the way. Diabetes is one of the main things that can heal from it. And that is like insane, because it seems like it would be the opposite, right? Like that yes, you have to test your blood sugar and be watched by a doctor, especially if you have the more intense version of it, of diabetes. But diabetes is actually one of the biggest things that people heal from. So anyways, the point is, we're all struggling with health. Like, health is, I think, one of the most underrated things we have on this planet. And because when you have health, you almost have everything. You do everything else better. You're able to think more clearly. You're able to focus and do things with your body that you can't do if you're unhealthy. And it just feels like this world is falling apart, and that our bodies are falling apart, and everybody is struggling so much with so many different health things. And it's like, if I found this awesome thing and so many people could benefit from it, then I really want to share it, honestly. So I'm sorry this is so long, but it's really exciting to me. Okay, if you read the book, you should message me, because I will read it, because I want to talk more about this to people, and like, it would be so fun. I think it would be even fun to start up like a book club.